Welcome back. It's Ace. It's more mayhem. We're gonna go back. We're gonna try and get the yeah that. We're gonna try and get the truck back that we wanted. It's a couple days later. I've cleaned up the M35 a little bit. You can see done just the basics on it. Fixed the tire. They were better than I'd hoped. One of them was down at 25%. So we've done some repairs there, and the bumper was in great shape. I did a repair there; it was down to like 50%. It's a really durable truck, and that's really it. The hood was fine. The engine's fine, 100% at 52 quality. So this is a great vehicle for us to go back in. I couldn't fix the windshield because I don't have a scalpel yet. The next thing we need to do is go out to the checkpoint on the way to Louisville. There'll be plenty of scalpels and whatnot there, and also probably a military vehicle or two. So that's our next stop. But for right now, I'm going to try and go back and do more mayhem at the shopping mall. We've got health is good. Water just got topped off. It's early in the morning. Hopefully I get there before 9 and get a chance to pull all those Zeds out of the parking lot a little bit again. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen if I left that over there. Pushy door going to close that gap up. Aside from zombie heads hurtling through the windshield, really doesn't hurt much if we run them over in this, but try and save that bumper as long as we can. And of course we lose out on the katana that inevitably they're all holding, right? We squish them now. Saw somebody earlier, not on this run, on the previous run out here, that I thought probably had one stuck in them. I thought about jumping out and taking it off their hands for them, but just seemed like it was too risky for such a marginal reward. So I'm going to honk the horn here at the crossroads, see if I can pull everybody down from where we parked the Humvee. As soon as I see that turn off come up on the map, on the Mini. Alright, 8 o'clock. Good time to be here. Pull across the south end of the lot, just like we did last time, along this frontage road. And honk the horn the whole way and see if we can pull everybody in that parking lot down onto the road across the fence. Because that seemed to work pretty well for clearing up that hillbilly last time. That worked a little too well last time, maybe. Oh my. How's our front bumper doing? 66%. Well, that's down a little bit. Front grille at 63. So we'll drive up through this neighborhood, this dirt road again, and now that we know that that actually does come out on the other side, right there by that gas station. Last time we went the other way, and there's a paved road right here, so I'm betting this comes back over to that same as well. Whoops. Whoops. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. And 63. So this is where we came in that back way. There were just so many. And it was that gas station at the back. So much quieter back here this time. Yep, there's the mall. All right, so this comes back up in that northeast corner. And we're well after 9 now, so they're all a little quiet. So our tow truck is looking very doable. Let's just bait this whole group up this way. I don't know if I let it do that. Nope. One more second. One more fraction of a second and I had it. No, every time we do that, all we do is draw them back to stand around the idling tow truck. All right, let's take a look at the other two. So we've got that hillbilly right there, which is not out of the question. I don't suppose that guy's got a couple boxes of shotgun shells in his pocket, do you? Almost like they know I'm going to come back there and they just stand right there. Bumper at 53, grill at 60. That was a messy job, but effective. We're not going to go anywhere near that southern road. That's just a bad idea. Call me crazy. No, 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 no. All right, the other engine is off. It's not going to attract anybody. We've got the hillbilly and we've got the tow truck hooked up, and all we have to do is run back in and jump in that tow truck and pull that out of here. This has actually gone so much better than I thought it was going to. I thought this was going to be another fiasco, and so far, knock on wood, it's not. Famous last words, of course. Sorry, officer. Alright, our endurance looks good, fatigue's good, spear's in good shape. A little more encumbrance than I'd like. We're hydrated. It's time to actually clear some Zeds right around where we parked the Humvee. This is going to have to be a staging area for us. 1,500. Got a little under 3 hours to do it. Red sword. Letter opener. I think we trapped somebody under the truck. Oh, I think he's right there. All right, let's see if we can see if we got any gas in this thing, and we'll get it fired up. Oh, let's just pull it off of him real quick. That's a little quieter. All right, well, 50% completion so far. I love how I have to break into a vehicle with no top. You're late to the party, dude. Where's the option for just climb past the open, just climb into the open cockpit? And there is the key in the glove box. Gotta love that. And 3/4 of a tank of gas. Since we've already destroyed the tires on the 35, we're going to use that to go back in. Actually, I'm not going to go back in at all because it's going to have to be a run. So let's take a look at our Humvee. Got a shotgun in the gun rack. 38 special rounds and a revolver in the glove box. See if they left the key in the ignition. Nope. Not my first choice of color scheme, but definitely not my last. I like it. And we've got the deep water exhaust system, very important. Yeah, we don't have any room left in our bag, do we? No, except put some stuff in there that shouldn't be there. Let's clean that up. What we don't have, what I didn't bring, is food and water. So let's bring the 35 and the Hillbilly home. We'll leave the Hum for now. Food and water, and then we'll come back in the morning for in a throwaway car on the run for the tow truck. This is going to be a slog. This is going to be a 15-mile-an-hour slog. Even more if I break one of them. I don't know why, but getting it at that angle just seems to be important to getting these hooked up. Be a question for KI5 why the collision boxes are the way they are. right, that's over on the side here. Tires in this are probably in pretty good shape. $30, $27, $24, $28. Let's see how well she tows. When you first pick them up, they tow pretty well, but pretty quickly the tires get munched. And then not so much. Come on. Killing me, Smalls. That's the worst part of this run, is that bridge. Alright, I'm going to call that home free. So we'll go ahead and sleep real quick. Grab food, grab water. Jump in the caddy. We'll just bring that back as a throwaway. Drive that over close, probably along that southern road. Dodge as much as we can, abandon it somewhere in the parking lot, run over, jump in the tow truck, and get ourselves out of that parking lot. And we'll just take it all the way home with the tow truck, and then we'll come back with the tow truck, the M35, and we'll bring, we'll go ahead and bring the Humvee back with that. Or, yeah, no, better idea. We go back to the staging area, drop the tow truck, take the M35, and use that to tow the Humvee back. And we just abandon that white tow truck out here for now, because once we have the 35, that does everything we needed to, and much better. You see what happened? We tried to raise the boom on that white forklift, or on that white tow truck, rather. Just about lifted those front wheels off the ground. The 35 will have no such problems. Come on, just need one good stretch of road to get third gear. Thank you. Oh boy. Yeah. These K-rails. Whoa, hello. Truck flail. I gotta admire that farm. It's doing not too bad considering I've spent virtually zero time on it. I watered one time. Well after, oh yeah, actually. Well after it needed it. Everything was dry and parched, dry or parched. So yeah. That flatbed has 850 capacity in the bed with the organized trait. 851. That's just crazy. Phew. All right, let's grab some water. Let's grab some food. Let's grab some Z's. Now let's go back and get that tow truck and bring it home. think you could put the lighter back in the bag when he's done. $17 of 18. I like it. Bring along a cereal. Great calories, very little weight. $3:20 in the morning, so we will sit and wait for a few minutes. I don't have a book I'm reading right now, but my unhappiness is pretty high, so come over here to the entertainment shelf. On a quality 60, good. A hog, JD hog. them Duke boys. Bo and Duke, what were their last names? Wow, how can I not remember that? Hazard County. All right, let's just sit here and wait a few minutes. Bo and Luke Duke. That's it. Wow. A little bit low on gas. Yeah. I take chances on that. Caddy pulled over and let us by. My papa said, son, you're going to drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln. $650 in the back of the hillbilly. Nice. Whoops. Didn't JD Hogg's caddy have big old horns on the hood though? No, that was the sheriff chasing the bandit. No, 'cause he was driving. No, it was the kid. It was the guy and his brother that hired Bandit. They had a big set of longhorns on the hood. Our harness looks good. Fatigue looks good. Eat that cereal. We can tell where we honked the horn. Yeah, we're not going to go this way. When we pull out of here. Wow. Should bump us up to 20. Yeah, we're not going out this way. Oh, wait, let's just grab the Humvee while we're here, too. he's got a spear in him. I was thinking that has got to be a sword. That's way too long for a knife. Oh boy. Oh boy. Good night from Montreal. Yeah, good night. That could be good night, like good night, I'll see you in the morning, or that could be like good night, like, yeah, look at all those Z's, good night. We're going to make it. We're going to do this. We're going to take the curve, we're going to come back around, we're going to hit that staging area. We're going to grab the Humvee with the M35, and we are going home with 3 endgame trucks. This thing isn't towing at all like a tow truck, though. It's supposed to grab it right at the back. Thinking probably just the difference in size is what's made it impossible. Yeah, I like KI5's stuff, and I really like the Deuce. It was a great platform. It was a great truck, and I'm glad that he modeled them. They're pretty durable, and now that I can get the tow truck to actually function like a tow truck, that 35 is just an awesome tow vehicle. I'll be able to back up to stuff, hook it up, and tow it out of there at full speed like a trailer. So that's going to make more grabs in the future a lot easier. Anyways, I'm glad somebody is enjoying the mayhem. And good night to you too. All right, yep, home free. We've got that staging area cleared down there, so if there's anybody there, it'll be minimal. Boy, this is the wrong car, towing the wrong car. Thank you, Shadow. Good night. Appreciate the love. Noob stuff, to be sure. I haven't been playing this game long at all, but it's fun. It's like Matchbox cars for adults, you know. Come here, don't go hiding behind the tow truck. I see you back there. Come on. Get you and your chainmail hair out of there. Drop her off in the grass over here. For a later pickup. Now we'll see if we can get this truck started up. Guys, I told you, this is the staging area. Come on, two of you together. Twofer. That almost went badly. Whoa, hello. Okay then. Alright, well, endurance looks good. Fatigue looks good. This is locked. Not going to be able to pry that open in time. So let's just deal with the parade. That was an uncomfortable place to stab somebody with a spear. Think she's got a screwdriver or a hand for you? A hand for her, all right? Is that it? Is everybody done? Let's see if we can get this tow truck started up. They leave us a key in the glove box? No. Leave us a key in the ignition? No. No, one dog is jumping up where the other dog is laying. And the other one's like, no. But I want to lay right next to you. Yep. Let's see here. Let's check the gang. Go gas in it. Yeah, it does. So I notice I get two different options. See here, there's the hook and attach by hook. If I come here and do this, I get attached. So you want to make sure, if you're using the same mod that I am, that you use the hook option. Because otherwise you're just towing with a rope per the usual. But instead you want that right there. Which is now going to give us the ability to lift that up and tow this like that. And boy, this is the way towing is supposed to work, isn't it? Oh, hay rails. Damn, those things blend in for me. I just don't even see them. Oh, it's just going to drive right up on the railroad track. Not going to happen. That hurt. Now I'm just getting sloppy. Well, a little more than an hour. Could have stopped it a couple minutes ago, but here we are, home. And there is our stable of end game vehicles. We've got a great tow vehicle. This thing will just, well, you just saw it, it's going to bring home stuff with no problem and brings it home like a trailer. This thing, once we put the hillbilly bull bar on the front, the hillbilly bumper, this thing just, you just mow through Zeds. I mean, your tires are at 25 for the rest of the game, but it's immune. And if you put the gun box in the back with the 3 seats, you can actually, if you want to feel really cheaty, you can sit back there with an open gun port next to you and you can just shoot them with a shotgun and they can't actually hit you, so you can just sit there and shoot at them and kill, you know, everybody in the mall parking lot if you have enough ammo. And then the dually, I really like the dually for an end game ride. I think that's inside just because it's, you know, it's got a decent bed size and it's really, I like just the look of it. I used to have a dually just like that. And then the Humvee, I think, is a great infiltration vehicle, great for driving around the map and just sort of getting into tight spaces. And when we go do the secret military lab, this would probably be the vehicle I would take because it's so much more maneuverable than most of the other stuff we have. So there it is. Here's our 4 endgame vehicles. Next thing will be to go to the military checkpoint on the way to Louisville and look for some military bags and ammo. Lots of ammo up there, which we need to replenish for the shotgun and stuff. But here we are. Our garage is looking pretty good. Now there's time to do some auto repair and go. The next thing I'll do is probably go out and actually like go down to the Megalomart there and just get rid of all the cars in the parking lot, just salvage them all for metal, and get our metal working up a little bit, and mostly have stuff for repairing all this. But all these things being in the parking lot like that, they're super clean, super nice. So here we are. I'm pretty excited. It only took one death to do it, but there it is. And that was just because I was greedy. You know, not having permadeath turned on lets you do that, lets you be silly and not have consequences if you screw it up. So anyways, I'm glad you were here. Glad you're hanging out. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. I'll see you next time. This is Ace. I'm out of here.